You are in court because your attorney is late.
Okay, so we only take a record in this court when the judge tells you to? Is this a tactic on the court's part to attempt to wear out the defendant so they can't access their right to trial?
Oh. Stop interrupting me.
Well, we're not on the record,
Stop interrupting me.
right? I mean, we're not in
Stop
court. There's no record.
interrupting me.
I mean, that's the reason I don't come to your court at 9, because I know in another court,
Sir,
things
here's your
can actually occur.
We've got a bit of a different one today. Usually it's the defendant getting destroyed, but this time we've got a lawyer who just won't shut up. Judge Boyd actually goes off on him for his attitude, and honestly, I don't blame her after watching this one. Lawyers are supposed to act professional in court, not throw tantrums when things don't go their way. Let me know what you guys think about this case in the comments below while you guys watch. Let's go ahead and dive in and watch Judge Boyd slam this crybaby lawyer.
All right, I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked everybody else. Has an acknowledgement of discovery been done? Because I don't have it in the court file.
I have signed a few of them at this point.
All right, so has there been any new discovery?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, so you can make sure that the acknowledgement of discovery, the state actually has it and the court has it, because it's not in the court file. And Odyssey is doing things on its own. So I'm gonna have y'all come back tomorrow. You're not number one on the docket.
Okay.
There are a couple of cases that are ahead of you, so those cases may end up going for 4 years. We'll just see where we are, okay?
That's correct.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Mr. Rios always appears, always waits all day. This is impacting his employment. We would ask that if we're not likely to be called tomorrow, that we be released. Additionally, I have experts for this trial that we have attempted to bring in, but we never know, and because the case is older now, when we should bring those experts in. So I'm gonna have to approach the court and request additional funds for those experts if we're reset. So I would ask the court either to give us some preference tomorrow for trial, or if we can't do that, to release Mr. Rios so that he can go to work.
All right, be here exactly at 9:30, okay?
Okay, yes.
All right, I'll supposed to be here exactly at 9:30.
You understand? Now, Your Honor, respectfully, every time we come to court, we lose an entire day of work ourselves too. This is not typical of most of the courts in this county.
Oh, yeah, it is very typical.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You can say that, Judge, but I practice on
And
the
say that.
courts.
And it very is typical, because every attorney that's here has a case that's set for jury trial. And this is what ends up happening. What ends up
Happening is I will allow people to go to civil cases to be out of county, and then their client is sitting here waiting for them. And for some reason, that's the court's fault. That's not the court's fault when attorneys are not showing up at 9 or whatever, and then they stroll in at 9:30 or 9:45. So what I'm telling you all, 9:30, see y'all at 9:30. Thank you. Coordinator will give you a reset form.
Understood, Your
All
Honor.
right,
I'm
thank
trying to make
you.
a record. I don't see the court reporter typing.
What?
Okay, so we only take a record in this court when the judge tells you to? The case was called.
No, the case wasn't called. When I call the case, I call it by the style of the case.
Okay.
All right? All right, so I'll see y'all at 9:30.
Judge, I have to ask you, is this a tactic on the court's part to attempt to wear out the defendant so they can't access their right to trial?
What is this attorney even saying right now? Bro, just leave while you have the chance. The judge literally just told you she'll see you at 9:30 tomorrow, and you're gonna turn around and ask if the court is intentionally trying to wear out the defendant? Sir, the only thing wearing out the defendant right now is his own attorney. Like, this man is out here running laps around nonsense while his client is probably wondering why he didn't just represent himself. I mean, seriously though, like, this guy is just out of control for no reason right now. Let me know what you guys think about this guy's attitude so far, because to me at least, it just seems like he's got some kind of personal beef with Judge Boyd. And honestly, I don't even know how you could beef with Judge Boyd, because she just seems so sweet. But she might not stay sweet because she is about to get mad at this dude, but let's go ahead and dive in and not waste any more time, guys.
Oh. I find that very inappropriate to say when there is no proof and people are just throwing things out. Now, what I can tell you, and I'm sure your client is aware, sometimes when we end up coming to court, we come to court because there are discovery issues. Sometimes when you're in court, you are in court because your attorney is late. And when I say late, I mean that when a case is scheduled in this court and it's scheduled for 9 a.m. and attorneys go to different courts because they want to go to different courts first, it is not the court's fault that you're sitting here for 12 o'clock or 1:30 or coming back over break. Number one, I have a lunch break. And there was a point in time where I would not take a lunch break. And the reason why I wouldn't take a lunch break is because I said, you know what?
Make a record?
I've been a defense attorney. And when I was a defense attorney, what I would always do, I'm like, I have to be in like 5 courts. It would be nice if they could stagger their docket. And so sometimes I would be here, we wouldn't have a lunch break, and I would be here till 3 o'clock. And then you know what I discovered? When I would say that I'm gonna be here till 3 o'clock, I'm working through lunch, other attorneys, you know what they would end up doing? Then they wouldn't show up in the morning. They would just show up at 1:30 or whatever, because they're like, oh, the judge is gonna stay there. So I stopped doing that because I need a lunch break. And that's what happens.
So then my other question, I guess, is if you're not doing this to cause the hardship, it obviously causes on all the attorneys and the defendants. Are you doing this for the YouTube? Because we don't have a record, right? Except for the YouTube.
Yes, here's the thing. You're to be back tomorrow at 9:30. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And once you sign the reset form, you'll be here tomorrow. If somebody goes before you, somebody goes before you. Your counsel is well aware, should be well aware, if he's been practicing in Bear County,
For almost
that
20
there
years.
are a lot.
This dude has been practicing in this county for almost 20 years. There is just no way. Like, there's actually no way. This lawyer is giving off sleazy, sketchy, like, under the table kind of lawyer vibes. Like, he's the kind of lawyer who'd take your case in a back alley and then forget to show up to court. And also, just the audacity of this dude. And also, just the audacity of this clown to accuse Judge Boyd of using her YouTube stream for money. Like, that's actually insane. My guess is that she just uses YouTube for a transcript or whatever, but this dude is definitely reaching right now. Like, she's literally out here running a courtroom for the United States, and this dude's acting like she's some Twitch streamer grinding for donations or something. Like, at this point, this dude's either trying to make her snap for some weird reason, or he's just one of the most delusional lawyers I've ever seen. And also to this defendant, blink twice if you're okay, my guy.
Of cases that are on the docket for jury trial. So for example, I had approximately 40 cases down for jury trial today. And what ends up happening, sometimes people who are in custody take precedent because their cases are
I'm
older than
asking for a
yours.
record, by the way.
You understand? Because they're older than yours. So that's what happens. So then what
When
ends
things are
up
being paid, there
happening,
should be a record, right?
excuse me, stop interrupting me.
Well, we're not on the record,
Stop interrupting me.
right? I mean, we're not in
Stop
court. if there's no record.
interrupting me.
Sir, here's your reset form at 9:30.
So what ends up happening, sir, is that people who are in custody, sometimes their cases take precedent. And the reason why it takes precedent is because their cases are older and because the jail is overcrowded. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I call the docket all the time at 9 a.m. And sometimes when I call the docket at 9 a.m., defense attorneys are not here. Your attorney knows when he has not been here at 9 a.m. and then you have to wait. And you
Judge,
need
you're
to
aware
be
that every
here,
court starts at 9.
and you need to
I have
be
other
here,
cases.
and you
right?
need to be here at 9. So when your attorney is somewhere at another court, you know what ends up happening? Your attorney has made the choice to have you sit here and go to another court before
Well,
coming
that's not
here.
exactly true,
You
because all of
understand?
those courts got
All right,
business
good luck to
accomplished.
you.
All
Thank
of us
you.
got
Thank you,
recalled
sir.
today,
Thank you,
right,
sir.
Judge? So, I mean, what did we accomplish?
Have a nice
today?
afternoon, sir.
I
Sir,
mean, that's the reason I don't come to your court at 9, because I know in another court,
Sir,
something's
here's your
gonna actually
reset.
occur.
sir,
And they're courts of exactly the same
Sir.
jurisdiction.
right this way, sir.
Don't go anywhere just yet, guys. This idiot is not done. Judge Boyd is about to call up her next case, but this dude just keeps lingering around like an idiot.
Hi. All right, Mr. Guzman.
Yes,
All right, so before the interpreter came, and correct me if I'm wrong, your attorneys came forward to let me know that they just received a new indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so that indictment, excuse me. Step away.
I was doing what the court ordered me to do and checking on the discovery.
All right, so what ended up happening is your attorneys. All right. The way things have really changed, the way people treat people, which I find very odd.
Seriously though, I'm definitely siding with Judge Boyd on this one. The lawyer literally should have been there at 9 a.m., but instead he rolled in whenever he felt like it, got mad when the judge made him wait because he was late, and then threw a whole fit when she told him the reality of the situation. Courts literally run on schedules for a reason. Judges have packed dockets, like she said, she literally had 40 trials today. And lawyers are expected to be on time like every other professional. Keyword professional. This dude really thought he could walk in fashionably late and get VIP treatment. And just the way he crumbled under pressure, completely unprofessional in my opinion. This dude is a grown man acting like a toddler who didn't get his snack before nap time. If you're throwing tantrums in open court because a judge didn't rearrange her entire schedule for you, maybe you shouldn't be practicing law. I mean, emotional stability is kind of important when it comes to defending people's rights. Let me know who you guys are siding with on this one, because to me, Judge Boyd is 100% in the right here. But maybe you guys see something I don't. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. If you like this court video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. I post every single day, so stay tuned for more wild court moments and insane reactions just like this one. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this court hearing. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you and take care, everybody.